You're listening to the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS. You can listen online at 1560wbys.com. Listen on your phone by downloading Free Streams radio app. And also check us out on songwritersmarketplace.com. I am Ashley Davis, Bad Ash, in the studio right now with Chicago Farmer, also known as Cody Dykoff. Welcome, sir.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so glad to have you. You are playing tonight in Canton, Illinois, and you are on a small town tour promoting your album Back and Forth, Illinois.
Correct.
And you're a small town boy.
I am. I grew up in the small town of Delavan, Illinois, which is about 1,700 people, south of Pekin, also in central Illinois. So yeah, this feels like home to me. When I pulled into town, it just feels like another hometown that I'm visiting again. But this is my debut in Canton tonight, so I'm extra excited.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you at Bistro 101, a sold-out show. And we're just going to go ahead and open up with one of your songs off your new album, Back and Forth, Illinois, and open it up for us. Tell us a little bit about Backseat.
Backseat is actually a song I wrote about my wife. She is currently in the other room doing her work. She has several jobs, and she also supports me in my dreams and my jobs, and she's on the road with me full time, so I had to dedicate her a song. I don't have too many love songs. It's not typical for me, but when you have somebody like that who's special, who supports you and goes in the long haul with you, you got to write him a song, and so that's what I did.
Well, I think that's pretty darn good, actually. I'm going to talk to her about it after we listen here, probably in a minute. You're listening to the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS. We're with Chicago Farmer off the album Back and Forth, Illinois. It's Backseat. Backseat, Chicago Farmer is the artist off the album Back and Forth, Illinois, and you're listening to the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS. You can listen to us online at 1560wbys.com. I'm Ashley Davis, also known as Bad Ash, and in the studio right now, Chicago Farmer, hanging out. Love Backseat. Just told us it's about your wife, which is a lovely story. She's here with us as well, sitting out in the hallway working, because she's a multitasker apparently.
Yeah, she has a real job. Not that mine isn't, but hers is more of a real job. So together, yeah, we fit pretty well together and get things done.
And we already talked about you being a small town boy from Delavan, Illinois. Definitely similarities to Canton and many of these Midwest towns. What made you want to really do the small town tour that you're on right now?
Well, I did live in Chicago for several years, and I definitely loved Chicago, but this is just kind of getting back to my roots. And that's kind of what the Back and Forth Illinois is about. Now I'm starting to branch out and actually do Back and Forth USA and get out of the great state of Illinois and expand a little bit. But, you know, I've been very inspired by my grandparents and hardworking people here in central Illinois. And so this was kind of my thing where I can give back a little bit. You don't have to hop in the car and drive 45 minutes to the nearest big town to go to a live music venue, and you don't have to, you know, spend your last dollar in the city. You know, this is kind of my way where to give back a little bit. So instead of you guys coming to me all the time, I'm coming to you, and it's really the least I can do, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And, you know, I would say probably 75% of my material is small town, you know, happenings and situations, and so I'm happy to share those songs with people around here, and I think they connect with people around here maybe more than they do anywhere else.
I have to say that while I've been listening to Back and Forth, you sent it to me, and I felt that exact same way, because I'm a traveler. I go around, I've lived in the big city, and it's so nice sometimes to be home, have that small town feel, and to have the music that you hear in this area about what you're doing, and people really can relate, so that's awesome. And you're very much influenced by Hank Williams, John Prine. You got that sound, and did that start at a really young age when you started getting into them? Was it your grandparents who introduced you?
My grandfather is a great musician. He plays guitar and piano, and he used to play like some ragtime music and some old jazz stuff. But it wasn't really until I heard another gentleman in town, one of my friend's dads, play Hank Williams, where I really fell in love with just an acoustic guitar and a voice. And he wasn't quite as good as Hank Williams, but he was really good, and he belted out a lot of old Hank songs on his acoustic guitar, and I instantly got rid of all of the heavy metal music that I was listening to at the time and traded it in for acoustic music, and I've been doing it ever since, really. And moving to Chicago, one of the real reasons why I wanted to is because John Prine had such a big presence there, and that's kind of where he got his start. And he's also an Illinois boy, so I kind of took after him, and he inspired me to go up there, and I started playing a lot of folk clubs and stuff around the north side of Chicago like he did, and was at the Old Town School of Folk Music and things like that. So both of those guys definitely were some of my biggest influences, and especially Prine with the storytelling and things like that, and I love to do that kind of stuff.
Chicago farmer in the studio, also known as Cody Dykhoff. Local boy on tour, small town tour, going around Illinois, supporting his album Back and Forth, Illinois. You're listening to WBYS, the voice of Fulton County. You can listen to us online, 1560WBYS.com. And Cody, this album was also recorded in analog, so was it to keep that old-timey feel really more authentic?
Yeah, definitely. I did a lot of recording in the past down in Nashville with some amazing musicians, but it was all digital, and the musicians were just top of the line. But this album, I kind of wanted to bring some friends into the studio, and I wanted to do it kind of old school because the song and the album itself is very rootsy. So I really wanted to just get my friends in there who know me, who know where I come from, who know what I'm about, and then to record it live and on analog tape was something that I think was really special. It really captured the moment and the warmth of the recordings and the music.
Yeah, it's awesome. And give a shout out to your website so people can check you out.
Yeah, my website is chicagofarmer.com, and there you can find out where I'm playing and buy some CDs, and also just get a free listen and learn a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, you can find Chicago Farmer on Facebook. There's a lot going on with you. Hopefully, people can catch you when they're in Illinois, but you're playing the Southeast. You're going to be getting out to the West Coast soon, so
Yes.
You're all over the place.
We are, yeah. Last weekend we were in Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, and Muncie, Indiana, and we're doing the Small Town tonight. And then next week I'll be in Chicago playing the Double Door, which is one of my favorite, pretty legendary rock clubs. So I'm very fortunate to get to play in all these different venues, and I really just appreciate anybody who's giving me the opportunity, especially Bistro 101 here in Canton, for letting me come to the Small Town on a Tuesday night and do my thing. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and sold out. You're probably selling
Yeah.
out all over the place. That's the coolest feeling, probably.
Well, I've sold out a few things, but it's usually like on a Friday or Saturday, and we usually sell out like the night of. So to come to a small town and sell out 85, 90 tickets, 5 or 6 days before the show is just it's a thrill. I'm really excited that people are enthusiastic about live music and a place that features local food and local drinks and local music.
Yeah, all about it. Chicago Farmer, again, check out his album Back and Forth, Illinois. You're listening to the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS. I'm also going to have a review of the album and the show coming up on songwritersmarketplace.com. I'm Bad Ash, Ashley Davis. You can check me out at badashvoice.com. And we're going to go into one more song from Chicago Farmer. Everybody in this town, and like you said earlier, it really is something that a lot of people can relate to.
Yes. The thing that I love about small towns the most is sometimes I get asked to play like a benefit or something for someone in the town, and I do them whenever I can, but that's what makes me proud to be from a small town, is people really do look after each other, I think, and they have each other's backs, and you might not even like the person, but you're going to support them because they'd support you, and everybody does usually know everybody in a small town, and that has its ups and downs, but overall I think it's a good thing.
No
I'm
doubt.
proud to come from one.
Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. I know the feeling. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you,
and
Bad Ash.
taking the time. And again, Chicago Farmer off the album Back and Forth, Illinois. This is Everybody in This Town. You're listening to the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS. Also listen to us online at 1560WBYS.com. Awesome.
You're a pro.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks.
I've been doing
Well
this
done.
for a year.